Hello, hello. At long last, the post you've been waiting for, how to stay focused when you're on your computer or online. I feel like staying focused on the thing you're working on is one of the hardest things for anyone who works from a computer or studies has to face. I know it's one of my biggest challenges. Even before we had all this amazing technology, back in the dark ages, I still found it hard to focus. And now I've got applications with notifications going off. It's really, really hard. My daily work of not getting sucked into something has definitely intensified, especially during election times. Now, don't worry. I'm not going to tell you to do anything dramatic like quit Facebook, because in reality, sites like Facebook have offered me tremendous value. So I think instead it's going to be about finding a way to use sites like this and applications mindfully. All the sites and apps we use all the time, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Gmail, these are all designed to pull your attention, to pull your focus. They have teams of people working to pull your focus away from whatever it is you're doing or to keep you on these sites. So I think the very first step is to not be too hard on yourself, because truthfully, it's really easy to get sucked in. We may end up feeling like a failure, like if only we had a little bit more willpower, or if only we found that perfect herbal mushroom concentration tea or Spotify instrumental playlist, then everything would be perfect. The truth is, we just need a strategy. Just this morning, I was looking for something really specific in my email, so I opened my computer, I went in there, and noticed 2 emails that I hadn't dealt with from the day before, so I responded to those, and then my phone buzzed with a notification about a new voter registration guide that I had to get, so I got that and forwarded it on, and then the next thing you know, it had been 30 minutes and I hadn't done the thing that I was going to do. We're not superhumans. Well, most of us anyway. So instead of beating ourselves up or going off the grid permanently, trust me, I get tempted sometimes, let's take some steps toward quieting the distractions. Depending on what kind of work or studying you need to get done, go ahead and adjust these steps to fit whatever your needs are. Bye-bye, phone. Unless there's a major reason not to, turn off your phone. Put it on airplane mode or put it in another room so you aren't tempted. And consider turning off the notifications and use only your favorite apps when you make a conscious decision to do so. Shut off your Wi-Fi. If you aren't actually working online, turn it off. If you end up wanting to check something, just turn it on quickly, open a fresh browser, and maybe use a trick like you could hold something awkward in your hand or put a thin book in your teeth while you do the online task, and it'll help remind you not to wander. And then when you complete the search, shut the tab, turn off the Wi-Fi again. Sometimes I will purposely work from a cafe that has no internet access so I can't get distracted as easily. Close everything else. I have sort of an unhelpful habit of leaving Final Cut open on my computer to remind me to come back to do something, or I'll leave a document open on Pages that I'm still working on. Close out of everything you aren't using and add those items to a to-do list to come back to later. Scheduled, chosen time. Or go into your calendar and set up a time right then. You may also want to clean up your desktop. Use designated browsers. I use Firefox for my personal whatever online stuff, and then I use Chrome for work. When you sit down to work or study, open just that browser and close out of the other one. I love this one. Use site blockers on your work-study browser, or both. Stay Focused is a great one for Chrome, and Leech Block works for Firefox. Stay Focused is a bit more customizable, but both of these tools will allow you to block certain sites that you tend to get distracted by. If you know you always lose time on Twitter, block that sucker. Set timers. I use sites like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for my business, so I have to work extra hard not to engage in the wrong stuff or spend more time there than I actually have, and this is why I like timers. If you need to use a site you know tends to be kind of a black hole for you, set a timer, and when the timer goes off, move on. I would love to hear your tips. What do you do that helps you stay focused online? It's not easy. Share those in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.